Hello, beautiful soul family. This is a reading looking into your starseed energy, all right? So let's look into what the bigger picture is. What is the mission for all of us here on Earth, all right? All of us that are part of the higher purpose, so starseeds, anyone who's felt like the black sheep energy, where you have gifts, misunderstood, all right? So stay tuned, all right, for this fun reading. These are one of my favorites. The activation, starseed activations. So this goes beyond Earth, right? This is all about kind of like before, where we were before we began this journey here on Earth, you know, this journey that where I feel like we've cut cords with memories and our gifts that we had, that you had previous lives, to come here to Earth and be a human, to help humankind, to show that kindness is important, to grow as humans, to be humble, to be who you would like. Who would you like to have guided you on your way? You know, we all have something from our past, you know, where it wasn't exactly perfect or ideal. That is usually where the first place you want to look at the gift that you have. Coming here with something needing to heal. So things that we carry are so that you can understand them, feel them. You have to go through all the emotions to really understand what it is to be a human being in this plane, in this energy, all right? Have to go through those cycles that usually require pain, loss, time to really gain perspective, but also have that loss where it really does change the idea of people, the idea of who you are, perhaps even people close to you. There's that realization. So your life is a canvas. Beautiful. All about creativity. It's all about picking up that paintbrush and using your imagination to create. Your mind is the beginning of creation. If you think it, believe it, in some form, it will happen. So to try to stay on the positive side, it's always a positive and a negative, even if you don't see it right away. It's always a lesson, and with lessons, they feel like they are painful and they're negative, but really the positive thing about lessons is what you learn, what you come out with, the knowledge you come out with. It's like studying and completing a subject and having a whole new awareness. So canvas, this is using this time in that in between where life has taken a lot of different turns. I feel like timelines are always breaking off, but right now I feel like there's this huge shift where fear is either reducing you to that madness, that anger, and even becoming a part of that world. You know, sometimes even with grounded people can get caught up in all the negativity, you know, all if you look at everything that's sad around the world, that creates something within you that naturally fires you up, you know, burns you, it makes you angry, it's reactive, where not necessarily being aware of how the world is and wanting to help, but to put yourself into story after story, like, not stories, but reading up on everything that's happening around the world and not being able to necessarily help out, that can take a creative energy and really darken it, you know, and put it in the shadow of hiding away, right? Hiding away from the world, where really having this realization that, okay, there's something not working, there's something that needs to change within the way we operate. It all starts with you, it starts with me, all right? So know, as the artist can also be quite critical of themselves. It could also be, artists can tend to procrastinate as well. So artist and manifestation. So when you look at the art of manifestation, this is using the tools. So the tools that you have, these are the lessons, these are the challenges, this is what you have learned throughout that. Those are your tools. The tools of mind, creation, thought, putting a change of the way something is seen to one person to another can completely change something. So creative accountability, yeah. Time to take accountability for anything we believed in the past, anything that even that you believed about yourself, you know, that you were. All about the artist is not all will see the beauty in the art. So the canvas to create is open to the miracle of what exactly would you draw if you could pause and have a world exactly the way you want it. Some people say peace, some will say success, money, but just what about bringing back those simple times, like not needing the buildings to hold the food, not needing the buildings to hold money. That's like that in-between space. We can erase that. That is where things tend to become controlled, power. They hold on to assets. This is all about bringing back simplicity. And it's your life, your life. And at the end of the day, accountability is not something you can necessarily blame on others, because we all have the opportunity to look at life and be honest with the necessary changes that we all have growth. You know, if we just looked at our own healing journey, and be aware of it, see it, recognize it, love it. It's not giving anything negative power, but it is showing confidence. It's showing that you don't fear the outcome. You don't fear certain things. It's just not talking about things, or just not, or pushing things away about yourself tends to make that artist fall short, lose that inspiration. Because an artist, they are truly passionate, but also work from the heart, all right, the heart and the imagination. So it's letting the inspiration run through you, not forcing it, not running, not chasing after what is the next move, but yet creating. Instead of waiting for others to show which path to go, because I feel like there's no path here. So it's like you draw in your own path, draw in your own steps, you know. It's sky is the limit. The only thing that limits ourselves is our mind from not accessing those tools, you know. So this is all about the canvas. I mean, it's not something that kind of like you have an idea, you start drawing, and then you kind of get lost in that energy, you know, of not lost in the energy, but you get caught up in this energy, and you find yourself appearing in different it's like you're able to be multifaceted, where I feel like one thing leads to another, and it's almost like layered on top. Excuse me. All right, I'm gonna hurry up with this one. I have a little bit of a cold. All right, let's pull some cards. So this life is a canvas, and you are the artist. What are you feeding? What are you feeding your mind? What are you feeding your creation? What are you feeding your masterpiece? You know, if you are the master of your domain, you were able to steer the ship from reality to dream. It's like anything is possible. All right. color, and it's starting to see things, different layers, seeing at different heights. Eight of Swords. All right, so Eight of Swords. This is keeping your mind stuck. This is telling yourself limiting beliefs that are not true. This is all about just what if this, what if that, you know, and it's getting yourself all worked up, tied up, and it's an image. It's a reflection of the outside world is starting to affect your inside world. And again, with the artist's card, the canvas, to be able to have your greatest masterpiece, this is to draw, to create something for yourself. You really need to have your mind clear. You can't be tied up, especially in thoughts that are not yours. So limiting beliefs, this is self-sabotage. These are thoughts that go through your head that are just, they're not of any truth, all right? So either somebody's been telling you thoughts and I feel like you started believing them, or maybe even yourself thinking, okay, maybe I can't do this. It's manifestations. So whatever you are, your life is your creation. So again, just like the magician, it can be that trickster energy, or it can really create anything possible. It's, you have all of the resources, you have all of the knowledge, you have everything needed to really create magic. And you have all this in front of you. But I feel like maybe not sure where to start on this canvas. You're not sure where to, I feel like there's a lot of detailing questions, and I feel like the Eight of Swords, Gemini energy, this is just, feels like there's too much busyness going on in your mind. All right, so it's time to take a breather, get out of your mind, get out of all these questions. Let, like with the artist, not everything is always logically thought out. It's more of a playful, playful energy, but to be in this creative energy, I feel like really need to let go of anything that is being told to yourself that's holding you back. It's holding back your creativity. So maybe taking accountability for even just having that kind of awareness, or to the truth of, okay, maybe I have been telling myself things that aren't true, you know, just in fear, right? Sometimes we don't want to move forward. We want to stay bound up because we're afraid of those what ifs, and those what ifs tend to wrap us around in thoughts that lead nowhere. They have no substance. So whatever you're telling yourself right now, it needs to be that release, this reflection, this, whatever it is, it's holding on to these thoughts. You can release them. And you're the only one that can release them. You're being guided to go towards your star, this influence, the star. So you're getting wrapped up in your truth, you know, maybe afraid of your truth, you know, because the star, that's also an 8 of 8. It's also air energy. It's Aquarius. Fear of going after the star. And I feel it's a big step to follow no one, to follow only yourself. So it's not like you're able to watch somebody else do something. This is you doing this on your own. So releasing all that binds you, keeping you wrapped up, not able to see. There needs to be that cutting of all of these strings, all the blindfolds. You need to forget all those thoughts that are going around in your brain, all those chitter chatters. And then you can realize who you truly are, how powerful you are. That only the greatest minds, only those that have something here that is a major influence to the world will be seen as a threat. So these kind of energies will come around because they see your potential, you know? The universe, not the universe, but lower energies want to hold you back. It's like the star, not chasing it. It's there, but it's different. It's original. It might blind some, but this speaks to you, calls to you. It's like it aligns with your purpose. It holds a very sacred space. Take that blindfold off. Take off those thoughts of judgment. Allow yourself to look up with your chin up. Courage, strength. That you are this unique energy that the star speaks to, the universe, the galaxy. Aquarius is all about seeing things differently, having a better way to do things, going against even other people's judgment. Because other people's judgment has just kept you in this loop of their own projection, its own mirror is not yours. You snap out of it, you will realize what you were missing. That's that accountability, that you have that choice. You have the ability to create. It's your life. It's your life to draw to paint, to dance, to sing, to speak to the universe. All right. So let's see what's going on. Past, present, future. Ooh, right. So we have the Three of Pentacles. Ooh, and the Emperor. So bossing up, the Emperor. This is Aries, this is purpose, this is leadership. So right now I feel like you are holding on to your chess piece, not letting others play your turn. Like this is taking charge, taking accountability for letting others take accountabilities for what you believed in others, right? You can't always blame others. So I feel like when you pull yourself out of that and forgive yourself for what you didn't know, your life is going to drastically change. And this is when life begins to create a whole new building, like weaving, sewing those loose ends together by building blocks, building a different way, working together, teamwork. This is Three of Pentacles. This is growth. Learning how to create together opportunities. Creative. Yeah, so this canvas, it's almost like, again, this is growth. It's like you are weaving together this new way to build an empire, to build and look at the foundation, look at life as a canvas and working together. I feel like working together on the same team, on the same project. Not working against, not having that leader who wants to enforce. But this is a new way, a new system of building where it's community energy. Everybody has their own tool they bring, their own creative touch. Building time from the bottom up with extra helping hands. Looking at purpose differently, not looking at with power. Being that leader that also puts time in. Is fair. It uses other people's ideas. I feel like this is like teamwork, like listens to others' ideas and grows. Never letting the pawn out of its hand, never letting this piece, this play, not letting somebody else take their shot. Like power moves, but to cooperate, to build upwards. Really putting in that work to mend. Losing these thoughts of the way perception, the way the world needs to work. Having this new awakening, this new understanding of what you need to do. Feel like your bones are strong, your ancestors, you're here with a purpose. You're not backing down. Time to change. Move with love, direction. Two of Pentacles, yeah, okay? And Judgment, look at that, Judgment coming in. Connections, this is divine, this is growth, this is the Judgment call. It's coming in to make success and grow in a new direction.